Welcome back to Jessheim for the Paralympic Winter Games qualifiers here. There's 2 slots available in next year's Paralympic Winter Games, and we have 6 teams who are competing for that space. First game today, we are seeing Slovakia taking on Japan. We've seen Slovakia rise quite quickly in the sport and secure themselves as an A-pool force. They qualified for the Paralympics in 2022 for the first time. They're going to look for back-to-back appearances at the Games. They were the first team, however, to miss out on automatic qualification from A-pool, so they enter this tournament as top seeds. But of course they won yesterday. Against them we have Japan, who unfortunately lost their game yesterday against Korea. Came second in the B pool a couple of months ago in Astana, but only second to Italy, who qualify for the Games as hosts. We see Japan as a really fast-paced team, lots of agility and tactical awareness as well. So it'll be the Slovakian structure and teamwork taking on the speed and agility of Japan, and we're excited for this. We have captain for Slovakia, Martin Jopa, taking on Yukai at the face-off dot to start today's proceedings. I'm Charlie Skinner. I'm going to be here for all of the games for this tournament. Here we go. Straight away we see Ito and Coleman wrestling, but Jopa picks the puck up there. We can see lots of battles in this game. 2 really fast-paced teams. 2 teams are also very good with their teamwork. Sudo passing up to Yukai. Ito will collect the puck though, but Yukai into the boards. Back into the Japanese zone now. Sudo will just toss the puck behind the net there, but feeling the pressure from David Coleman. Pass out to Yukai. Again, great stick handling there from the Japanese. Ishikawa pass just out, but the Slovakians find themselves offside. Sudo will collect and Japan will reset. Great pass up to Ito. But Ligdo now with the puck. This time Slovakia do enter the zone, but knocked off the puck. Nishikawa will also lose the puck there. Ito racing down now, but there are 3 Slovakians ready to stop him. Pass across, but it will be a high stick call. Again, really fast-paced start to this game. These 2 teams will not want to lose this game. Slovakia will want to come away winning every single game here, but Japan as well, with their loss yesterday, will need to make sure they win this game if they want to stand any hope in qualifying. It's a round-robin tournament, even dropping 2 games puts you in danger of not qualifying for those Paralympic Games. And here we see Slovakia on the offensive. Japan will just clear it though. French are cutting the pressure. Matsushita under pressure from the Slovakian there as they battle against the boards. Ishikawa manages to clear it from the zone. Big collision there, centre ice. Both of these teams are really good at pressuring each other. Yoppa with the puck. We know what he can do. Him and Coleman are such a good pairing. But the puck is loose. Kamagai, captain, will clear it from the zone. Passes up to Ito. Again, the Slovakians clear. Good awareness from the Japanese there, aware that it was being iced, not exerting too much pressure, but still making sure they can secure the icing call. Yukai will come in for the face-off for Japan opposite. Captain of Slovakia, Martin Yoppa. A shot in from Matsushita. Ligda was racing for that, but not enough, and it is icing again. We'll see another face-off in the Slovakian zone. And Japan will make their change. Ito drops it back there for his teammate, but just knocked off by Slovakian. But Kumagai now will lead his team on the charge. Unlucky there for Misawa, just not to get the puck on his stick. Japan clear it out of the zone while they try to make a change. Slovakia there probably could have caught them on the change there, but instead they ice it. And we'll see both teams go back to the Slovakian zone for the face-off. Again, two great teams to see in action this afternoon. First game of the day. What a way to start the day. Shot on the Slovakian net, but easy save for the keeper. Ligged across the ice, doesn't quite connect though to Frenchik. Matsushita is going to clean up this puck now. And there's a penalty on the play. Japan are going to try to pull their goalie, get that man advantage on to make something happen here. Ito down the ice. We know that he is one of the reliable goal scorers in the squad. Nitsu. And saved by the goalie. We've got a penalty here for teeing. Again, if you're new to the sport, if you are ice hockey viewer but not quite watched this sport before, teeing is a unique penalty to para ice hockey. That's using the front of your sled to make contact. Really dangerous in para ice hockey. You want to be making your hits with your body. What can Japan pull out with their man advantage? Ito, come on guy. Shot goes behind, but Ito's gonna collect this puck. Great awareness, Yukai. Again, saved by Lepacek, the Slovakian goalie. Japan in their zone resetting. Pressure though from David Corman, who manages to get the puck. He intercepts that pass, and now it comes off the Japanese sled into the Japanese zone, but we will see Japan shut it down. Yukai collects the puck. 1 minute 10 left on this power play for Japan. But again, Corman making himself a nuisance, intercepting the puck, and now it is back in the Japanese zone. Corman doing a great job putting this pressure on. Japan really desperate to get a goal, but now Corman is on his way back up the ice. And a big hit from Kamagai. Great work to get Corman off of the puck there. Ito passes up to number 23, Yukai. Yoppa is wresting the puck away from the Japanese. Slovakia tries to clear it, but it's still in the zone. But the Japanese power play does end here. And it's icing. David Corman in that penalty kill, really good job there, shutting down any potential Japanese offensive right from their Japanese zone. Yukai on the face-off against Captain Martin Yoppa of Slovakia. Sudo's waiting at the blue line. Martin Joppa. Great work just looking out for his fellow Slovakians. Heads up, seeing where they are. Fiotic. Japan will get possession though. Passing it up. Yoshikawa. Joppa. Stazak. Just wide. UK against Joppa. Battle of the boards. Matsushitu is there to collect. Ligda's just defending himself against two Japanese. Poking, trying to get that puck loose. Staszak will come and assist and release the puck. Here we go, dangerous here, Joppa. Passes back. Great shot there from Enchik, but saved by Hori, the Japanese goaltender. Great stick work there, but pass doesn't connect and it leaves the zone. Joppa now has to wait for his teammates to leave. Great interception for Japan, knocking it out of the zone again. Joppa is going to dump it back in. Pressure here. Pseudo again against the boards with Staszak. Captain Kumaga here. Great work from Slovakia to delay the entry into the zone, but is back in Japanese sticks. Pseudo passing it up, although intercepted. Again, Corman managed the interception on that pass there. Puck is just leaves the Slovakian zone, which means Japanese players have to leave. They don't want to be caught offside. Kalinka is right back, ready to collect and dump the puck in, but it'll go straight to Japanese sticks. Oh. Ito, Joppa. Ito with a chance here, but a big hit comes in. Milos Visharek there with a massive hit on Ito, who looked dangerous. Play gets back underway and Joppa will take this puck out of the zone and start an offensive of their own. Corman is right there with him, but Joppa tries to get a shot, but Ishikawa will just make sure he can't get it on target. Sudo passes the puck behind the net. Yopper to Corman. That is not in. You can see the danger. Yopper and Corman, we know that that is a dangerous pairing. Corman doing a really good job putting his body on the line. Unfortunately, just loses his sticks. Has to regain his composure. Meanwhile, the puck leaves the zone. And just offside for Slovakia. And we're actually going to see a penalty called, I think, on Martin Yopper for his remarks after that whistle. Let's have a look to see if we get anything from this. Sometimes you can get away with it in your native language, but for the Slovakians probably can't get away with it when it's a Czech referee. Okay, we're not going to see a penalty on the play here, but some kind of talking to, I'm sure, from referee Jan Vanek. Of course, he's supported by Pavel Blazek, also from Czechia, and Andreas Lundin from Sweden. We have some great referees here, operating at such a good standard as well. These are some hard matches to have to officiate. So much on the line too. Great save there from Hori. And that will be the end of the period there. A scoreless period, but what great action we've seen so far. We've seen exactly what we expected, that Martin Yopper and David Corman duo for Slovakia really looking dangerous, but we also see Japan, their speed and their awareness of the game is just so excellent as well. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back in 40 minutes for the second period. I don't think you're going to want to miss the rest of this game. See you in 40. And welcome back. The teams are back on the ice. The refs are here. Very excited for the second period of this game. We had a great first period. Scoreless, but both teams showing their offensive firepower, but also their defensive power as well. Really interested to see into which team will break the deadlock here. Both of these teams have their star players, obviously. Especially Slovakia, that star pairing of David Corman and Captain Martin Joppa, but also Japan have Ito, who with the speed and agility is dangerous whenever he gets the puck. We're just 10 seconds away from face-off here. And we're really excited to see what is coming up for us. Will Slovakia be top of the table after this game, or will Japan record their first win? Looks like a bit of a delay here. Here we go, UK versus Captain Martin Joppa. As the Slovakians hype each other up on the bench. We start off in the Slovakian zone here, but Captain Martin Joppa now has possession. He clears it out of the zone. Sudo. Passing out to Ito. And it is icing. Japan with a slight bench advantage. They've got the full 13 skaters. This is 10 skaters for Slovakia. Would that be an aspect of this game? I'm not quite sure, but we know Slovakia have some players that can do the shifts. Again, both teams doing really good work putting their bodies between players and the puck. But that's a loose puck there. Vecherek attempts the shot and it just goes wide. Ishikawa will clear up. And Ito is in pursuit. But possession is gained by Wojtik. UK. Under pressure from Stashak. But just takes his puck and skates with it. Passing it up now to number 17 Morisaki, who shoots. Just padded away by Lepchek. Ishikawa will skate back. Again, under pressure from David Corman. Just doesn't quite get the puck at the board, but what a great job he's done this game of just pressuring the Japanese. And the puck is covered by the Slovakian goaltender Eduard Lipchak. The puck's loose right by the goal. Vetrek collects. Icing waved off. Sudo has the puck. Ligda is straight after him. Behind the net's Matsushita. Ligda. Pass it across the ice. And offside is called. Japan make their change here. Again, we see Yukai versus Yoppa for the face-off. Puck is dumped into the Slovakian zone. And iced. So we'll see another face-off in the Slovakian defensive end. Japanese fans in the building, excitingly recording their team on their phones. Ishikawa just blocked the Yoppa, and now pass the puck up to Stashak. And that will just go over. Cut to Mark Yoppa around the post. The puck up in the air, but saved by Wataru Hori, the Japanese goaltender. Yukai centerizes the puck, dumps it in, but it'll be offside. Yoppa now setting up an attack, the Slovakians. And another icing call. We've seen good work from both ends of the ice here. Kamaga here, captain versus captain on the face-off dot. The puck is loose and the Slovakian good left check will just come out to try and clear it, but it stays in the zone. Gets in the glove and just makes it loose. Yoppa keeps it in. Yoppa still in possession. Volley back to Kamagai. Sudo. But Yoppa gets possession yet again. And we'll try and wrap around. Nobody in front though. put down the boards as we see Coleman with pass out to Yopper, but doesn't connect and it's icing. Lineman just making sure that the right Slovakian players are on the ice. Matsushita way far out centre ice for this face-off. Available to skate into the right places. Sudo with the puck dumps it around the boards. Wojtik, number 30, doesn't quite get possession. Yukai. Doing great to fend off the Slovakian defenders, but now is dangerous. Matsushita blocked by Slovakians. Ito now has the puck. Back to Sudo. Yukai. Ito. Cleared from the zone. And Coleman will race for it. The goalie also comes out. Ioppa just can't keep that in, so the Slovakians will have to skate out. Coleman chases down the puck, but still lives in the Japanese. Will now dump it out the zone. Captain Ioppa though. Really back and forth stuff here. Linka. Letrek. Great hit from Coleman again, just being a bit aggressive towards the Japanese whenever he's on the ice. Great work to shut down any Japanese attempt to set up. It's passed out to Matsushita from the goalie, Yukai. Matsushita. And it's going to be icing. Back to the Japanese zone. Yeah, I mean, David Coleman, he's doing such a good job at shutting down any Japanese possession of the puck. Ioppa versus Yukai for the face-off. Stajak with a shot, but it's swept away by the goalie. Matsushita. Yukai. Bounce it off the boards back to Matsushita though. Back to Yukai. Look at this passing play here from Japan. Offside for Slovakia. Captain, this is captain of the face-off start. That's the shooter. Five minutes left of the second period. It's still scoreless in this game, but Japanese are on the attack. Ishikawa. Again, Martin Yoppado clears the puck out the zone, but in doing so, ices it. Some great passing work by the Japanese. If they can get their puck control down, this could be really dangerous to the Slovakians. Behind the net, Ito though collects the puck. Who does he have to support him? Nobody, it seems, as the puck leaves the zone. Marizaki. Again, Japan just accidentally forced offside, so they have to regroup. Ishikawa doesn't get it in, it comes off the Slovakian sled. Pass up to Morizaki, intercepted, of course, by Yoppa. Corman, big hit on Corman there from the captain of Japan. He's actually down on the ice. Let's hope that Corman is okay, because that is not a player we want to see out of this competition. There's no call on the players that happened, but referees will talk about it. Still scoreless in this game. For Japan, they'll be desperate to win this. If you end up losing 2 games, it will seem very hard for them to find a route for qualification after that. Slovakia, they come into this tournament seeded number 1. And they'll want to maintain that ranking. Of course, if they finish this competition number 1, they'd be ranked 6th at the Paralympic Games. As Italy will be ranked 8th in the games due to them being the hosts, and they didn't opt to take part. But brilliant to see Corman up on his skates, skating off. We hope that we see him back in this game after he's checked over by the amazing medical staff that all these teams have. We also talk about the coaches, but there's so many backroom staff as well that make these teams work. Team managers, physiotherapists, team doctors. So much work puts in to get these athletes at this level, and they all do such a crucial part. Yukai versus Yoppa on the face-off dot. Hard work from Misawa, but pass intercepted by Yoppa once again. Foytik. Again, some of these players are going to have to work extra hard with Corman not being on the ice. And here we have a chance now for Yukai. 1-on-1 with the goalie. He shoots and he scores. Yukai breaks the deadlock in this match, with 3 minutes to go, Japan are ahead by 1. And what a story this would be. Slovakia need to recover now. Show Japan why they are an A-pool team ranked number 1. But Japan have a point to prove of their own. They're former silver medalists in the Paralympics, but have fallen since then. But how great for Japan if they can claim back a spot in the Paralympics. We've got a game on our hands now, I think. Yopa versus Yukai for the face-off to get us going again. Will this swing the momentum more to Japan? Ito doing a great job of crawling across the ice there. One of the skills in para ice hockey that you don't realise how important it is until you get in a sled. You'll see drills of army crawling up and down the ice in these sleds. Sudo with the puck. Passing it up to Masawa. But intercepted by the Slovakians. But Yukai is again here as play is stopped. This time it is the captain Martin Yopa on the ice. Now this is not nice to see. This is a really high intensity game. Yopa is back on his skates. And the referees will just discuss here. And we do see back on the ice David Corman. So that is good to see. Hopefully they won't be losing their captain either. He is getting just looked over by the team staff as there is now a face-off to the left of the Slovakian goalie, Yukai. And he clears the zone. Icing is waved off as Matsushita collects it. Under pressure from Stajak though. Big scrum at the boards. And there's now a penalty on the call. Penalty on Japanese player. So we will now see Slovakia on the power play. As Matsushita sits down for 2 minutes after holding the puck. Come on, guy, on the face-off dot. Frenchek just encroaching too much onto the face-off. Shot blocked there by the Japanese goalie. If Japan want to be a team that go to the Paralympics, they need to kill this penalty. If Slovakia want to prove that they're number 1 in this tournament, they need to convert this to a goal. This is high intensity stuff. Come on, guy. We'll just challenge Corman. I'm loving this aggressive hockey we're seeing from both of these teams, challenging for the puck. Joppa is wasting time a little bit on the power play and passes it right into Sudo's stick. Večerek drops it to Joppa. Joppa skates into the zone, trying to find that lane. Passes it to Corman. Doesn't quite get it in the net though, but it's still in the zone. They have possession of Večerek. It comes off a Japanese player. 50 seconds left of the power play. As it is dumped into the Slovakian zone with Morisaki hot in the pursuit. Come on, guy. Passing it out to Sudo. As makes a shot right at the end of the period. What a period that was. We saw power play right at the end. But what a story this game is developing into. Japan 1-0 against Slovakia. Japan is ranked number 4 in this tournament. While Slovakia ranked 1. And I think this is proving exactly why these tournaments are so great. Because we're seeing number 4 upset number 1 right now. What could that mean for the rest of the tournament? We don't know. I'll be back in 14 minutes as we get ready for period 3. Back for period 3 of this game between Slovakia and Japan. Really excited to see what comes from this game. Japan up by only 1 goal. Slovakia will start off on the power play for 11 seconds. Maybe that can give them the opening momentum for this period. Matsushita ready to come out of the penalty box in 11 seconds time. But what a shake-up of the rankings this would be. I'm excited. I'm sure everyone at home is as well. An opening face-off we will see. It looks like Martin Joppa. And we're just waiting here for the ice to dry a little bit more. Sometimes at these events, ice gets used a lot, the building gets really warm. And here we go. Joppa comes away from the face-off of the puck, skating into the Japanese zone. Ito with a big hit, knocking Joppa off, and we see Matsushita back on the ice. That was a quick 11 seconds. Time flies when you're having fun. Matsushita passes it up to Morisaki. Corman dumping it back into the Japanese zone. Big collision between Corman and Kumagai. Corman's back and ready to hit. Did see him go down in the last period, but he's fighting fit now by the look of it. Matsushita and Corman battle at the boards. Morisaki. I think was expecting a big hit there from Stashak, but as they battle, who can clear the puck? And it is clear towards Ito. Both of these teams just doing excellent work on shutting each other down. And both of these teams are now expecting hits from the other. This is good physical hockey. Joppa will dump back into the zone, but it's offside due to Stashak already being in. Slovakia re-enter as Japan tried to clear the zone, but it's iced. So we'll see a face-off back in the Japanese zone to the left of their goalkeeper. Again, I'm so excited for this tournament to develop and what we'll see in the standings. Really unpredictable, and a lot of these teams know that as well. They know that they have to take every opponent as they are. Slovakia have to leave the zone, tries to re-enter. Ligda. Joppa the puck, shoots, great save from the Japanese goalie Hori there. We know he's good, he performs so well all throughout the season. Slovakians will be desperate now to get a goal on the board. In this competition, every point counts. You're not going to want to even risk taking it to overtime. You're going to want to finish the deal in regulation. Matsushita tries to clear it, loses control of the puck. Slovakians still have it now. Dumped into the corner, and Corman is going to challenge for it, and he gets it, passes it to Yopper. And what a save, right into the glove there of the Japanese goaltender, Hori. Some great saves this game. Not quite the time yet, but you start to wonder, will Slovakia pull their goalie? But they're being quite dominant in the Japanese end right now. Frenchik, again, shot blocked by Ito. These players putting their bodies on the line. It does leave the Japanese zone, but Slovakia get possession and go right back in. Yopper, Corman, all on the ice here, and what a shot! Great shot there. I believe that was Frenchik, maybe Corman, not quite sure who got the goal in the end. We have an even game, this is so exciting. From the start of this period, Slovakia looked really dominant in that Japanese end. Really, really dominant. Despite some good saves from Hori. It is now 1-1 Slovakia vs Japan. First versus fourth. Slovakia will want to get back into action here. The captains face off against each other. Lots of physical play here. Yopper dumps it in. Corman is chasing after Sudo. Slovakia not giving Japan any time to formulate plans of their own. Matsushita clears out the zone, passes it to Sudo, who has some ice now, dumps it in. Mitsu is going to chase. Passing it back to Kumagai. Kumagai has the shot. Blocked. Sudo passes it up to Ito. Ito with a shot, and it's a glove save by the Slovakian goalie, Lepček. Japan have responded to that Slovakian goal. Yopper on the face-off against Yukai. Passed up to Yopper. Yopper skates around the Japanese, shoots, and it just is saved, just goes wide. Japan will now reply. But center ice gets back into Slovakian sticks. Iced by Slovakia. This is tense stuff. We had 0-0 score for such a long time in this game. And now we're back to 1-1. Both teams working hard, but Slovakia enter the Japanese zone. Doesn't get a shot off, but Churik now. No, and there's a penalty on the play for Japan as well, so Slovakia can pull their goal and get an extra man out for this offence. Yopa, blocked by Japanese players. Ligda. Red check. Yopa does exit the zone. Vetrick now collect the puck, skate it back in. As Japan need to shut this down. Japanese goalie just knocked. Play's blown, and it is a tripping call now on Ito. Number 10. That is not good news for Japan. He's a player that they're going to want on the ice quite a lot in the next 8-minute 42. This is a vital face-off now for Japan. On the penalty kill. And Yopa comes straight in, collects the puck, past to Veterick. But Stashak just doesn't connect. Yopa, great job keeping that onside there. And now he's skating towards the net. Now it's been cleared out of the zone. Corman collects and has to battle to re-enter. Yopa passing up to Stashak to enter zone. Corman drops to Yopa. It's a bit of a battle in front of the net here with Frenchik and a Japanese player, but a shot from Corman just into the glove of Hori. Ito in the penalty box here for another minute, cheering on his Japanese teammates. A big minute here for Japan. Vetrick drops it to Yopa. Shot blocked by Japanese players. Passes to Corman. Corman is in the centre lane. Passes to Strasak on the right of the goalie. Corman shoots blocked. Yopa. Corman. Here we go with this chance now. Shot in, again blocked by Japanese players. Players putting their bodies on the line here. Pass to Corman. Stashak. Shot in and saved by Hori. Can't quite cover it. The whistle will be blown. .11 seconds left on this power play for Slovakia. Veterick fends off Japanese player, but it exits the zone and Ito is out of the penalty box. A shot in to the goalie and just gets caught up between Helinka and Sudo there. And we're back to even strength now. 6 minutes 34 left in the period. Will we see this game go to extra time? Overtime win will be less points. Could affect standings. Just a shot there in from the blue line. Coleman really aggressive and Yoppe following suit now. Yoppe. Coleman and Sudo just battling there as Yoppe tried to bring it into the net, but it is covered by Corey once again. Yoppe and Coleman get some fresh legs on with them. Yoppe Yukai on the face-off. Lick the skates in. Again, Coleman just battling in front of the net. But this is a race to the puck. Ito won it, but just didn't get control of the puck. But now we're in a different zone for what seems like the first time in a while. Coleman just dump the puck up the ice. But it will be icing. Both players just racing for that puck there. But ultimately it was icing. So we'll see face off back in the Slovakian defensive end. Just look here, Matsushita in neutral ice, ready to pounce. Ito puts the puck on net, just swiped away by the goalie. And it's cleared from the Slovakian zone, but icing again. These players are going to get tired soon of skating back and forth. Good work from Coleman, just wrestling Japanese player there to defend the puck. Ito now collect it though. What can Japan do here? Doesn't manage to clear out the zone. Pass towards Yoppe, doesn't quite connect though. Ito will chase the puck out the zone as it gets dumped back in by Slovakian players. Yoppe with the puck. Passing it to Coleman. Coleman shoots just wide. Yoppe to Ligda, and Ligda slips it past the goalie there. 2-1 Slovakia. And that just shows exactly why you post yourself right in front of the net there. Marian Ligda with the goal there. We go from Japan leading to Slovakia now being in the lead. How things can turn around in just 10 minutes. Slovakia worked hard to make that happen. They were so dominant in this period. Now Japan needs to reset. Martin Yoppe, the centre dot, ready to take the face off against Matsushita for Japan. Shot goes in towards the goalie. Stajak will follow up, try to poke it out, but the puck is still alive. Joppa now with the puck. Joppa to Corman. My guy's gonna try to just dump the puck back, but Joppa still has possession. Fjortik to Stajak. Japan needs to clear out the zone. Mitsu now here. Doesn't clear it. Suda now has to challenge Corman. Mitsu, Corman. Clash together. My guy has possession. But again, Slovakia putting such pressure on them. They can't even clear it out the zone. Corman now by the boards of the puck, passing it up to Joppa. Again, great chemistry with these two players in particular. Puck is now in the Slovakian zone as Japan make a long-awaited change. Suda and Joppa collides. Kamagai will skate the puck out of the zone, passing it to Ito. Doesn't quite get it onto his stick though, and now Joppa once again with a big hit from Yukai there. Kamagai passing up to Ito. Ito just skating around Veterek. Captain Martin Joppa here, passing it to Corman. It's 2-on-1 here with Sudo. Joppa shoots, but right into the chest of Hori there. Big hit. Ito. One minute 30 left of the game. Unless Japan can come up with something. Looking to see if Japan are going to pull Hori here. Ito. Into the net. Wow. Just 1 minute 5 remaining and Ito manages to get the puck into the back of the net around the Slovakian goalie, Lepacek. Now we are seeing, wow. Two apiece for Slovakia and Japan with 1 minute 5 remaining. Now Japan take a timeout. What a crucial time for Japan. What can Coach Ryu say to his team on the bench here? Importantly as well, what can Coach Ivan Frico for Slovakia say to his team? We've really seen Slovakia dominate in this period, but Japan took that one chance and got even. We see who's on the ice for Slovakia. Of course, Captain Joppa, Staszak, Ligda. My one surprise is that they haven't kept Corman out with Joppa. This is a big minute. Now, can a team come away with the 4 points here, or will it go to overtime? A shot from centre ice onto the Slovakian goalie. Kamagai with a shot, and he scores! Kamagai with a last minute goal. The Japanese bench is going wild here. Wow, what a goal here. How quickly the game can change. And this is what para ice hockey is all about. We go from talking about can Slovakia salvage a game to going into the lead, and then Japan swing it back. And now Japan are back in the lead. Slovakia now take their time out. Wow. Whatever Coach Miyazaki said to that bench certainly worked in that last time out. Now can Ivan Frico now do the same? This would be a huge lift for Japan after their loss yesterday. But Slovakia will be devastated if this is the final result. What can they do to salvage this game, to salvage some points? Here we go, this is a big face-off now. Yukai versus Joppa. We've seen this for a lot of the game now. And puck is dropped. Ligden enters the zone with a puck. Shut down by Japan. Japan now will just really try to shut down any play. And Slovakia will be desperate for something. It's by the boards and there's just jerseys everywhere fighting for it. And leaves the zone as Hlinka will race for it. Joppa gets possession and draws a penalty. Misawa, if that was not a penalty, that would have been quite possibly an empty net, but we will see a penalty now against Japan. Tripping. Misawa, tripping call. 11 seconds. Big moments. A lot can change in 11 seconds though. Slovakia have 6 skaters on the ice versus Japan with 4. Empty net for Slovakia. Joppa with a puck. Puts it in towards the goal, but just swiped aside by the goalie, Ligda. And that is the game. The final buzzer goes and Japan come away with their first victory of this tournament, overthrowing Slovakia. This could be the game that decides who goes to the Paralympics, depending on what happens. And Japan come away victorious, and what a fight they've put up. I mean, that's the thing about Japan. They have that fighting spirit as well. They've got the teamwork, they've got the agility, the speed, that fighting spirit as well. What a great result here for Japan. Slovakia, they have the teamwork as well, but just wasn't enough to overthrow Japan. Some tired bodies out on that ice here. Towards the end of the game, I don't think we saw Joppa off the ice. But both goalies putting up fantastic saves too. And as we wait to hear who the best player for each team is. But what a shift put in by both of these teams, and they're back tomorrow. Tomorrow Japan will be taking on Kazakhstan, with Slovakia taking on Sweden. But of course Korman winning best player here for Slovakia. I mean, how many times was I saying his name, shutting down all of that Japanese offense, not giving Japan a chance on that puck. Really hard work put in by David Korman there, number 98. And of course the action carries on today with Korea versus Sweden later on. But Yukai, number 23 for Japan, earning best player for this game, and wow, what a game from him. Yukai, of course, scoring that opening goal. So we will shortly be pausing for the national anthem of Japan. Japanese team here. Beautiful moment with Coach Miyazaki looking on as the team sang national anthem of Japan after winning this game. Wow, and that blows the tournament wide open in terms of points. And we have more of this to come. Like I said, every single game is a playoff game. This could be the game that decides who goes to the Paralympics. This result might swing everything for Japan against Slovakia. Who knows? I'm so excited to bring you the other two games today. Later on today, next game, Game 5, we have Korea versus Sweden. And then later on, of course, it's the host Norway against Kazakhstan. Two great games. I hope you'll join us for them too. But for now, I'm Charlie Skinner, and this has been a great game. I'm glad you've been here with me. I'll see you later.